Russell Gold, The Boom, How Fracking Ignited the American Energy Revolution and Changed the World. Dive into the intriguing world of fracking with The Boom, How Fracking Ignited the American Energy Revolution and Changed the World by Russell Gold. This book delves into the development of fracking technology, the benefits and challenges it brings to the table, and its impact on the U.S. economy and global energy production. Discover how a once overlooked innovation transformed into a crucial element of American energy independence. Learn about the daring pioneers who took great risks to make fracking a reality, the unique legal frameworks that drive the industry's success, and the environmental concerns surrounding this revolutionary technique.
A History of Fracking. Oil wells were once simple to mine, but they became impossible to access as oil flow reduced. This led to the discovery of shale gas inside rocks that could be extracted through the process called fracking. The first experiments began after the American Civil War using the petroleum torpedo, which was expensive and risky and didn't gain popularity. Hydrofrac treatment was tried next, but the technique was mostly ineffective. In a desperate attempt, the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission used atom bombs for fracking in the 1960s, but the experiments were met with protests due to the released radioactive gas. Domestic research to extract shale gas was significantly underfunded and remained largely unsuccessful, while it was easier to get gas and oil from foreign countries. Fracking, transforming the oil and gas industry. Oil drilling technology has come a long way since it first began. Early methods were imprecise, and predicting the location of oil was difficult. The development of fracking technology by a small company changed the game. Using a mixture of water, sand, and chemicals at high pressure, fracking opened up an entirely new market for gas and oil extraction. Before fracking, only sandstone was seen as a potential source of gas, but with this new technology, shale stone was no longer a barrier. This allowed for more efficient extraction and is now widely used in the industry. Despite the initial skepticism from larger companies, the success of modern fracking has cemented its place in the oil and gas industry as a transformative technology. Fracking's roots. Fracking, an unconventional method of releasing oil and gas, was initially viewed as illogical. But with huge investments, led by companies like Chesapeake, it became a major energy source in the U.S. Chesapeake's CEO, Aubrey McClendon, made vast land purchases and drilled numerous wells, leading to the company's growth and his personal wealth. However, Chesapeake's debt eventually grew into billions, and McClendon resigned. Despite this setback, fracking techniques continued to improve as engineers shared knowledge and data. Horizontal drilling was eventually discovered as a more effective method. Engineers were motivated to improve fracking not only for profits but also to help the country avoid running out of energy sources. Overall, the significant breakthroughs in fracking during the late 1980s and early 1990s laid the foundation for its rapid development. U.S. land ownership and its effect on oil and gas drilling. The U.S. has a unique system where land is privately owned, and the resources on it belong to the owner, making drilling highly profitable. Additionally, the U.S. legal framework allows for the division of surface and mineral rights, so even if someone else owns the surface, the owner of mineral rights can drill for oil or gas. This pro-drilling legal framework led to the growth of companies like Chesapeake, which sent landmen to buy plots, mineral rights, or the right to drill from individual landowners. This system changed the energy market and attracted foreign investors. U.S. shale gas boom. The U.S. shale gas industry faced a major economic crisis in 2008. However, the crisis ultimately led to a shale gas boom that allowed the U.S. to overcome the recession. This expansion provided well-paying jobs that strengthened the domestic economy and reduced American dependence on foreign sources of energy. The shale gas industry has allowed energy-intensive industries to relocate to the U.S., and has given America more control over its oil interests with OPEC countries. While the expansion of the industry has created many benefits, there is still a limit to the number of wells that can be drilled. Shale gas and oil are finite resources that may only serve as a temporary solution to the energy crisis until better energy resources are developed. Despite this, the shale gas boom remains an important turning point in American energy production, and has demonstrated the value of investment and innovation in domestic resources. Fracking, a gray area. Fracking is a polarizing issue with both advantages and disadvantages. The process benefits the environment more than coal, but it still has harmful effects. Fossil fuels have advantages that renewable energy lacks, but they harm the environment. Shale gas bought more time to develop better renewable energy sources. However, local communities that allow fracking have concerns about their water and land. While fracking helps and harms at the same time, its future is still uncertain. The controversial gas versus coal debate. The debate on whether gas or coal is the more environmentally friendly energy source has been ongoing for years. In the early 2000s, many environmentalists believed that gas was a better alternative to coal. Fracking, which was viewed more positively than it is today, was seen as a way to avoid building more coal plants. However, some criticized this stance for being too fracking-friendly. The Sierra Club, a major environmental organization, had a positive stance on fracking after 2006, but it was later revealed that they received private donations from pro-fracking sources. Despite its lower carbon dioxide emissions, gas causes other environmental problems, and it's unclear whether it's truly more environmentally friendly than coal. Today, many environmentalists have a negative position on fracking and believe that gas is not a solution to coal. As natural gas prices fall, the motivation for renewable energy development also drops. Ultimately, more scientific research is needed to determine the benefits and drawbacks of gas as an energy source. Fracking's urgent need for development. Fracking has grown rapidly since 1998, with little attention given to developing safer techniques or researching its effects. Despite being aware of the risks, the industry has not devoted sufficient time and money for research. Problems that arose between fracking companies and local communities were brushed off as misfortunes and victimized people were simply compensated. One of the biggest potential problems is the costly cementing process, which must be tightly controlled to prevent contamination of water supplies. Companies continue with uncontrolled cementing, viewing errors as cheaper to compensate for than investing in safety research. The fracking industry needs to address recurring problems and devote time and resources to perfecting the process, to minimize harm to the environment and communities.
In conclusion, the boom demonstrates how fracking emerged through a combination of technological advancements, innovative people, and unique land ownership in the United States. While its rapid development resulted in a significant boost to the economy and job market, it also sparked controversies concerning its environmental and safety impacts. The future of fracking remains both promising and challenging as it's viewed as a possible bridge to renewable energy, while also facing criticisms about its potential harm to the environment. As we move forward, the industry likely needs to invest in research and acquire a deeper understanding of fracking's long-term consequences to ensure its sustainable growth.